Hello there everyone, it's Haz here, and as the Tenta Brella is in rotation currently and returns quite often, it's time for a quick and easy guide on how to use this weapon that I get a lot of feedback about coworkers struggling with. If there are any other weapons you'd like a quick guide for in the future, leave it in the comment section, but for now, let's get started. The Tenta Brella is basically a heavy, slow-firing shotgun with a special, very durable canopy that it can launch out like most Brellas. Its main weaknesses are it being a heavy weapon, so as a result being quite slow, and its ink efficiency is also quite bad. With that said, it's actually capable of outputting some pretty respectable damage and fantastic crowd control using its canopy. The main reason I think most coworkers struggle with this weapon is that it simply requires a bunch of tricks to fully make use of it, and by default, you really don't know any of those, so it requires lots of experimentation, especially with its canopy, but I'm here to show you some examples. The Tenta Brella's main strength is that its canopy has a lot of health, and so it's capable of holding back a lot of salmonids with ease, as long as you launch it at the right angle and against the right targets. A well-launched Tenta canopy can sweep through a whole horde of chums and small fry on a lane, while you can still support it with your normal shots in case there's a lonely cohawk among them. Using your canopy aggressively for lesser clearing is one of the main aspects that make the Tenta amazing, and remember that while you're clearing lessers this way, you're also pushing them back, creating valuable safe space for you or your team. This very same strategy can also be used against glowfly, rushwave, or grillers to clear out weaker salmonids like chums or small fry. But I recommend not shooting at your Brella against them, but instead practice and learn timing your canopy closing just before you would shoot it out. While the canopy can be used aggressively like shown before, it's also a fantastic defensive weapon. This works for all Brellas, but by holding out your canopy at an active steelhead bomb or flyfish missiles, you can block the damage and potentially save your whole team, especially if you need to collect eggs, but a steelhead is trying to block you. It requires good timing with the Tenta Brella, but it's a valuable tool to remember that your shield protects you against bombs. One weakness to a lot of heavy weapons tends to be fish sticks, as they reduce your already slow mobility even further, thus making them extremely annoying. While the Tenta Brella is actually pretty good at taking care of them from below thanks to its pellets it fires, there's a really cool trick you can use on fish sticks that is safer and potentially faster. Climb up a fish stick and hold your canopy on the right side of the totem as much out as you can. The fishes will fly into your canopy and you'll clear the whole fish stick by yourself in no time. I love using this trick personally, it's fun and really satisfying to do it. The next one is quite a niche trick, but frankly they're always the most fun to use, like with the dynamo roller. During Goldie Seeking, you can use your Tenta canopy to help your team splat the Goldie faster. Your canopy travels a bit slower than a Goldie, and so if you shoot it out in front of it, it will hold the Goldie back for a little while, giving you and your team more time to deal damage, very similarly like rollers. Try this one out, it's really fun, and shout out to Minarai for sharing this information. Finally, there are two easy tricks you can learn to help you one-cycle two annoying but high-priority bosses for Salmon Run. First, since their shots have travel time, you can use this to pre-fire above steelheads before they form their bombs, and then fire again for a quick splat. Your pre-fired shots, if done right, will fall straight on the top of the steelhead, requiring only one more shot to finish them, which can be really useful when there's a crowd, since the Tenta Brella is a slow-firing weapon. The other trick is against drizzlers, somewhat similar to the roller trick. Drillers can be frustrating to deal with, as they usually hide back just at the final second before you could splat them. If you shoot your canopy out right before they reveal themselves and keep firing, the damage from your canopy and your gun combined can guarantee a drizzler splat before they have time to hide and jump away. But those were my 5 quick tricks for the Tenta Brella to help you wrap your heads around this special but really fun weapon. Hope they will help you have more fun, similarly like with the dynamo roller, as it made me really happy to see feedback that coworkers who hated the dynamo roller before love it now after watching my quick tips for it. If you have any further tips or tricks for the Tenta Brella, feel free to share them in the comments. And as I said at the start, if you have any other weapons you'd like a quick guide for, also let me know. Good luck, coworkers, thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next time.